Hello, this is Clone Wars Weekly, the only show that broadcasts directly from the altar of Mortis.
Oh. I know where this is going. It's gonna be one of those episodes.
I'm your host, Ronin, with...
Is that my cue?
Who's first? Who's second?
I think I'm Bitil.
I'm Echo!
You're Quinton.
No,
I thought you went by Quinton.
I'm Echo.
Ah.
I'm
And today,
Quecko!
we're returning to you
I'm
with...
Quecko, I'm Quecko,
Can
Quecko,
someone
Quecko.
kill him? I can't take another whole episode of him saying that. I can't.
And today we are going to be bringing to you all of our latest speculation, news, and stuff about A, the Clone Wars, and B, Star Wars in general.
Do you sound
Also,
any more bored?
me?
Yeah, you.
Well, give me a break. I don't really want to be talking about this type of stuff. I'd
Wait,
rather...
wait!
Oh.
I'll add a little news theme and it will sound a lot more cool.
Welcome to Clone Wars Weekly News, where we talk about all this random crap that nobody cares about.
You guys are so lame. You know what? I'm gonna do this from now on. Okay, so what we're gonna be talking about, first of all, before Ronin kills the mood, we're gonna be talking about Rebels. We sort of touched on it briefly last, which we didn't because we haven't uploaded that yet.
This time travel, wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey stuff.
Yeah, you guys haven't seen that yet.
But they might actually see it first.
See, what we did, we recorded an episode in the past, but then again, something happened, in which case this episode is going to be aired before the one we actually recorded.
But we might actually upload the Droids one
which
first.
will be first, but then if it... Shut up. So we're going to be talking about Rebels. What do you guys think of Rebels on the Rebel Scout?
One thing I'm especially interested in is, do you think that Dave Filoni will include elements from the Clone Wars in Rebels? Like,
Echo, definitely.
Echo's dead. He's dead, damn it. He's dead.
No.
He ain't coming back. The fool.
Stop!
He's dead.
Darth Maul, for instance. I do not want to see him,
I don't
but
think
there was this
that's not
huge cliffhanger.
Wait! What if he can say my legs? Would you want to see him then?
You said it once. Why do you want to hear it again?
My legs.
No, but if there's any story I assume they're going to continue, it's probably going to be Ahsoka's. I assume that Ahsoka will be in there. If not like a main character, maybe she'll have like a cameo or something.
Rather her not be there. Like maybe
not?
her is just unknown that she left and got and hid. And
She
stuff.
became a cook.
Sure, why the
She
heck
became
not?
a chef. She went to
Same thing with Ventress. I don't want to see her. Again. She had a good ending in what the show
didn't?
was.
No, she didn't. No, she really didn't.
Yeah, she became a bounty hunter.
She got hit with a barrel and knocked over by Anakin. No, you're wrong. You're
Jim the Barrel.
He needs to stop making cameos in this. I need to have room
really
for Echo.
pissing me off. Like, damn, Jim. No, okay.
I will eat you.
God, I hate this freaking barrel. Anyways, but Ventress, I do want her to be in there. If not, I doubt they're gonna make her like a major role. Obviously they won't do that. Maybe like a cameo just to see like where she is.
Cameo of Ahsoka and Ventress, but I don't want them to have like main story arcs where they end up getting pulled off in the end.
They're probably gonna start new with all the characters. I doubt they're gonna bring in too many aspects, if any at all, from the Clone Wars.
I'd love to see a new cast of diverse characters in the show.
Watch every one of them be humans. Just control you. And they have like little Rodian heads plastered on the ceiling.
No, they have Ahsoka turned into a human.
What?
Turned into a human.
What? Do you want me to strangle you?
Who invited this?
Turned into a human. Echo turned
into a human?
Yeah.
How much more human can he get?
Good. No, he's a god, so
Anyways,
Didn't seem very godly when he blew up.
That was his god power. He was ascending from the sky.
Ascending from the sky?
To the sky, I mean.
To the sky?
Yeah.
What was his helmet doing laying on this crust on the ground?
So you know what? You know what? That was the result of Echo regenerating. He became
Oh,
Echo
Jesus.
number 2.
Okay, moving on. So, Rebels, Clone Wars, Fusion.
Echo.
Echo's not gonna be there, but so what do you think about the whole thing? Like, who else could appear? Like, actually appear?
Well,
Probably
in my
won't.
dream universe, I'd like to see the younglings appear as being rescued by Hondo and meet up with Ahsoka, who helps them in hiding or
Okay,
something.
who do you think you are? Like Stein Eriksen? You think it's like your dreams are gonna come true? Just
Obviously not, but I have a
Oh,
freaking
son, your
podcast, so I
dreams
get to talk about
stink
it.
compared to them. They're all like, no, this ain't gonna happen.
no. You know who actually has to show up? Now I'm being legitimate right here.
Echo?
No. Get out here, you goddamn echo. No, who has to appear? Gascon and D Squad.
You know what? They could legit
Yes!
in the
Well, they won't
series.
be. They won't be. But
I know it's the same.
I have a feeling
that I
that
have with-
I watch there be like nothing related to Clone Wars.
Wait!
No.
What if they appear as like imperialized droids and Gascon's like
That really doesn't
around
strike.
because the Empire became like anti-alien and stuff. The
Yeah, that-
anti-alien league.
Wait a minute. You're actually coming up with some good ideas here, Q.
What?
Once hell froze over.
What?
I'm confused. Somebody
What?
explain to me what is going on.
I'm normally not this creative. I'm so sorry.
Dumbass.
Right. In regards to the Clone Wars, what'd you all think of that new Yoda and
Well,
Anakin
you can't
clip?
say new because that was like 2 weeks ago.
I know, but
You know what I thought?
It's new to me.
We saw Yoda and Anakin. Well, Yoda was trying to seduce Anakin into his bed, and then Anakin was all like, "No, man, I don't want no part." Yoda, and Anakin was like, "Yeah." And the two Senate guards, no, Senate guards, they're the Jedi Temple guard. They're looking at each other, what the goddamn, what's going on here? And then Anakin was all like, "Yoda, you should get off the bed." And Yoda's like, Yoda gets off the bed, and they're gonna go.
What?
And then they plan their grand escape, and then Anakin was gonna go off away with Yoda, and they were gonna get married on the moon of Poosh. But then Anakin realized that Yoda's starfighter only was big enough for one. Anakin felt rejection immensely, so he stayed behind, and now he had to settle for Windu. Yeah, I like that clip. I do. I really like it because we actually see Yoda in a bed. We get like a pure, actual reference to how tall he is. Or how short he is.
can't breathe.
What? Was I not watching the same clip as the rest of you?
My ribs.
Wait, what?
What? No, that's what happened. And then Yoda ran away with a droid instead. That's what Anakin, he was like, he just rage. He's like,
So that's why he turned to the dark side.
once you go green, you never go back, man.
What'd you think of that doctor character that they made using the Mace Windu concept art?
That was Mace Windu concept art.
Yes, except they made it a female.
So Mace Windu was supposed to be a chick?
No,
But you
did
just
not
said,
understand?
but you just said,
I said except they made it a female. Did you
no,
not?
you just said that he was supposed to be a female. You said
I never
Windu
said
was
that.
supposed to be a female.
No, I said the doctor character.
Who was based off of what was Mace Windu was supposed to be. So he was supposed to be a chick. So Samuel L.
No.
Jackson was playing the part, technically, of a woman.
No.
Is that
no.
what you're trying to say?
All right, sure. If you want to have your little fantasy land.
Ew. Fantasyland.
See, Ronin, you knew how to ruin that.
That'd be like fantasizing about like Jolie Bindo as a woman. Just don't do it. Speaking of which, Matt Smith is not going to be.
Oh, I get it.
More in the.
Let's play with the old man's head. He's half senile. She'll
How
forget
can
we
you
said
do
anything.
that? I was in the middle of stating Matt Smith's demise as the Doctor, and then.
What were we talking about again?
Well, I was talking about Matt.
Forget Star Wars. It's Doctor Who time.
Yeah.
So basically, I just want to throw this out there. Matt Smith is not going to be the Doctor after the Christmas special this Christmas, and I'm depressed now. I made myself sad. Anyways, moving back on. So we were talking about Yoda and Anakin running away together, but then they never actually did
Wait,
together because
how can I move on with all these feels all over the place?
Quinton, just block him out. Just pretend you're wearing a Stetson or something. I don't give a rat's ass. Anyways, so what did you think of that clip? Yoda and Anakin becoming like an item?
I liked the clip. I think
I
that
bet you do.
you really set that up so there was no way I could possibly say anything.
It did, yeah. I want to see what you're gonna try and say to this now. I'm very intrigued as to how you're gonna go about this. Okay,
I like design for that new Doctor character. I'm hoping that she isn't having a major part nor sort of like the bad guy role, which I could really see, and I hope that is not what they're gonna do with it.
Ronin's into the Femme Mace Windu. The Femme Windu.
Findu.
The Findu. The Femme Windu.
Okay, forget it. I can't tell you anything more. It's just
Quinton, what
I
about
like the part with Echo.
yeah.
See, that is a good response, Quinton.
See,
It's the
you
only
failed
way
at that,
I-
Ronin. Anyways, moving on. So basically, KOTOR came out for iPad and whatnot, and basically one of our how do we describe Kree?
Kree's like an unpaid intern.
He's the unpaid intern who shows up every now and then for us to make fun of. So basically,
Wait a minute, we aren't getting paid.
you're not supposed to let them know that, you dumbass. You stupid. Anyways, so Kree has a very utter disdain for KOTOR, which Ronin and all of us disagree with entirely. So what we're going to do for your entertainment...
I disagree with it too, by the way.
I said all of us, damn it. You
Okay.
don't listen. So we're going to bring in Kree to, state why he, quote-unquote, hates this game. I don't know why.
By the way, Mortis.
But Mortis, much Mortis.
Speaking of which, play the Sun clip here.
So after that clip, we're back, and now we're gonna bring in the Kree to sort of have a throwdown and beat the hell out of them with logic and utter
And Fish.
fish.
Hey, it's the man with the funny-looking mustache.
What man with the funny-looking
Corey,
mustache?
I gotta say this, you remind me of the Pringles guy.
The Pringles.
The Pringles guy.
You see me every time you eat Pringles.
Oh,
I don't eat
wanna
Pringles,
say
thank
something
God.
mean to Corey.
I don't
wanna
eat
say
Pringles
something mean.
anymore.
Can I say something? Wait.
Oh, you can't say anything.
No, Quinton, no.
Hey, punk.
Are we being recorded?
We are recording. So basically, I just introduced, KOTOR for the iPad. Apparently the whole game's gonna be there for the iPad. I don't know how they're gonna
It's
do that.
taking forever for me to
So,
install the
but we
together.
brought in Corey because he apparently hates KOTOR. And
Yeah.
we've all had many debates with Kree about how he's wrong before.
My name's
Uh,
not
But
Free.
off
he's
camera.
not just wrong.
Off camera. But now you guys are going to get to see it full on. I mean, of course it would be unfair if Quinton, Ronin, and Quinton and we all join in and beat the crap. Because it's going to be Ronin and Corey going at it.
Sounds legit.
Corey, you got off easy this time. Okay, so
Call
basically,
this
Corey.
easy.
So Corey, why do you hate the game?
Because it's boring. The characters are uncreative. Like they're
Right
just
there, we could squash.
recycled versions of the original trilogy characters.
Okay, now I'm going to interrupt you and say you like the Lord of the Rings: The Third Age game. That just
Lord of the
feels
Rings: The Third
more-
Age was an awesome RPG.
Now, see, look, I love the Lord of the Rings
No,
movie.
keep it Star Wars.
This
Keep
is
it
so-
Star
was-
Wars.
Okay, fine.
You gotta keep this Star.
My point being that falls into every single one of your complaints about KOTOR, even more so.
Hey, KOTOR sucks, and the Third Age is awesome. Enough said.
See, it's like hypocrisy.
What?
He trolls himself.
You're just
He's not Echo.
you're saying one point and then says the complete
Okay,
opposite.
Corey, explain why the characters are so. However you describe them to be.
Oh, the recycled versions of the original trilogy characters.
Okay.
Like, Zalbar is a ripoff of Chewie.
I call him
Carth-
Chewie.
Wookie.
Kath is a
Echo.
ripoff of Han Solo.
He's not a smuggler. He's a soldier.
Jolie is a ripoff of Mace Windu.
He's not from the original trilogy.
And, HK-47 is C-3PO on steroids.
I won't take offense to that because that is. He is
He's
like.
supposed to be what's the
He's
right
not
word?
complaining. He doesn't complain though.
Yeah, he's
But wait,
He's-
so why
I
is
think-
Jolie like Mace Windu?
isn't it supposed to be me versus Corey?
Yeah, but I gotta ask him. Why? Don't now
He
choose
just freaking reminds me of Mace
choose your
Windu.
words wisely.
Racist!
I am not racist.
I knew he was gonna. Okay, Ronan, go. I can't take that. I'm just gonna sit back and watch. Okay.
Okay, well, of course the idea is that HK was supposed to be sort of a parody of C-3PO. That was why they did it. He's basically the complete opposite, and whereas C-3PO would be prissy and sort of pleasant, HK just has an outright hatred for all life.
That's why I'm not getting him whenever I finish installing this game.
You will get him. Trust me. Everyone always gets him.
I will not get him.
And some of his backstories are outright disturbing, where he talks about how the unfortunate demise of his
You're
previous
just like
masters.
proving my point.
However, he makes a perfect analogy contradiction thing because you are basically, he's like your devil on your shoulder, except he follows you no matter what, which makes for a very interesting character element due to the fact that
I'm
if
not
you're
keeping
good,
him around
he'll
with-
still be good, even though he'll maybe mock you a bit for it.
He
I'm not
constantly mocks
taking
you.
him around with me. No.
Yes, you
He can
will.
just- He can just rust in that shop.
He doesn't
Now,
rust.
he's a great character, one that people most remember from the series, but another one that I really, really love is Juhani.
Oh, here we go.
Um,
Oh,
Who
jeez.
the
She
ballsack
is a
is
fan-
Juhani?
She is a Cathar, and
really?
she's actually an optional character, ironically enough. You don't have to bring her with you. You can kill her off early on, though the game is severely lacking if you do so.
She's a furry.
What?
Oh,
A furry.
don't encourage him.
Anyway, so let's talk about the...
Wait!
Ugh,
Kreese Kringles!
Crease.
Now, see, one of the things I've always liked about the game is it makes Revan whoever you want it to be. One of my biggest problems with Tor's interpretation of Revan is it's not how you expected your character of him. You can't say that Jolie is a ripoff off of Mace Windu just because he's black. They're completely different characters. In fact, Jolie has a really good character arc that I plan on showing in our Let's Play.
I'm
He
just going to leave him behind.
he always refers to himself as a gray character, somewhere in between light and dark.
He's
Except-
not grey!
So anyway, with his character, he had a wife who turned to the dark side, and he felt responsible for every death that she caused afterwards. As a result, he left the Jedi Order, and he never made it past the rank of Padawan, unlike Mace Windu. He has actual personality and incredibly thought out backstory. He is a fantastic character, voiced by Kevin Michael Richardson.
What the hell was
He's
that?
voiced by Jobber.
He's voiced by Kevin Michael Richardson, who's, of course, Bulkhead, Jabba, whatever. Kilowog.
That's
My point
better.
being, he's fantastico, and I love that character as well.
Wait!
I don't even like humans
Don't
most
you
of the
mean
time.
he's
Guy.
fantastic? Wait, I'm sorry, I quit.
Okay, now what about story-wise? Corey, do you like the story?
No. It bores me. It just drags on really long. It's like,
Oh, let me guess, it doesn't have Ahsoka in it, so of course it's
Well,
gonna
technically, you could have Mission, who does remind me a hell of a lot of Ahsoka.
no! She is nothing like Ahsoka!
be suck. She's
She
actually
is not worthy of being any remotely similar!
She's actually kind of better in some regards. For starters, she was never irritating.
am going to kill you!
So how
Well,
else was she better?
No!
How else again?
well, she doesn't rely on being a Jedi, and she can be a good party member nonetheless. Focuses a lot more on the smuggler aspect of her personality. And she's a Twilight, and Twilight.
You have to put like a notice saying, turn down your volume here.
even excuse me if you leave that in. It's like a crappy Christopher Nolan movie.
What?
Oh god, let's not even get into that. Okay.
Nothing.
It's like the crap that is the Dark Knight trilogy.
Shut your face!
We'll have to bleep that. Okay, Corey, what do you think about the main villain, Darth Malik? Well, what do you think
I
about
don't know what to think of him.
What does that mean? Do you
He
like
doesn't
him?
look right to me.
Well, he's not supposed to. He's got his jaw mangled up.
An evil version of that guy from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
For those of us who haven't seen that,
Because he's bald and has the tattoos?
Yes.
Are you joking me?
Have you seen the designs like back to back?
Pringles.
Okay,
There are two different characters here that you cannot compare one to the
From
other.
two different universes, and another thing is they were one of he wasn't even around when that came out.
I'm pretty sure KOTOR was first.
KOTOR was first.
He was in Shyamalan's movie later on.
Which
Oh my goodness.
okay, keep this Star Wars. But so do you like Malik? Do you not like Malik or what?
Malik,
Like an evil Aang.
Okay.
he's an interesting character that has a certain degree of intimidation through the whole series.
He looks like an evil Aang.
I'm not really sure about the whole destruction of Terrace thing, whether that was a good decision or not with regard to his character, but he's incredibly interesting because he was Revan's apprentice, and I find that the most interesting aspect to him is he has a link to you. He's your responsibility. He's your
I don't
problem.
want to be linked to an evil Aang.
So that's what makes him cool, and it doesn't hurt that his voice is freaking awesome. It's
so
incredible.
back to Mission being better than Ahsoka.
You monster! I'm gonna kill you!
And
Friggin'
last but not least, the way the combat system. How do you think the game handles in terms of combat?
crappy fighting style.
All right, see, you're trying to compare it to games that are specially made for fighting, like The Force Unleashed, which of course is crap story.
You are crap story.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, was that supposed to
some Pringle?
was that supposed to offend me? Are you saying like my stop motions are crap story, or me myself in person? What are you trying to get at here?
I probably should have.
Go ahead. I want to hear this. Go on.
You're in my house, man.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Right. Well, in regards to the combat, it's not an action game. It is a role-playing action hybrid, which is quite interesting when you compare it to games like Final Fantasy or Lord of the Rings: The Third Age, where the characters
that game is friggin' awesome.
They just stand and run at each other with different attack commands.
You get to fight the friggin' Balrog of Morgoth.
Okay,
yeah,
that's
when you get to fight a great dragon. So,
anyways,
my point is,
I will not fight him like over meat.
It does a very interesting thing that you can pause the game and do your attacks, or you can just let everything run like it works. And as a result, it functions quite well. They do as much clever things with it as they can with the engine they've made. And it's sure of a heck a lot more satisfying than most other Star Wars games. When you defeat a swarm of enemies using attacks that you've built up and leveled up for your character, it's a lot more interesting than doing random combos with double lightsabers and crap like that.
Double lightsabers are awesome.
You can actually have that in KOTOR, ironically enough.
Okay, and I have one more thing I probably should add in, or the people will kill me. So how about that mission being better than Ahsoka?
You monster! And that is going to wrap it up for another episode of Clone Wars Weekly. Thank you all for joining us, and I'm really glad to be back doing our show. I hope you all enjoyed, and if you have listened to the whole thing, then you get a cookie.
Headphones.
Ahsoka Mortis is awesome, and
Mortis!
You all suck.
Mortis!
you know, headphone users, I apologize to you for everything because of whatnot, and the Kree, and the Pringle Man, and the mustache, and the Mortis, and the Ahsoka Tano stuff.
We're not liable.
for
We're not-
any endured amount of torture you may or may have not encountered during this podcast.
And remember, don't ever complain about our show because we are providing free entertainment. Thank you. Goodbye.
Dun-dun!